KATLYN CHOOKAGIAN, blonde fighter, gets the unanimous decision win in her rematch against Jennifer Maia. And listen, this is kind of what we were saying, man. This was rinse, wash, repeat. I did notice this fight was a little scrappier. And I do got to give props to Jennifer Maia, man. She is a dog. Like, you know what I mean? She brings it, brother. And she got that power in them hands. But KATLYN CHOOKAGIAN said, I'm going to assert my dominance. And how I'm going to do that? I'm going to outstrike you on the feet. Then I'm going to take you down. And I'm going to have the top control on you. So let's take a look at the numbers real fast, man. KATLYN CHOOKAGIan, she outstrikes Jennifer Maia 81-60 in total strikes, 72-52 in significant strikes. Beat up the body a bit, man. 21 shots to the body, only 5 for Maia, 44 to the head for CHOOKAGIan, 31 for Maia. But what was interesting is the control time and the takedowns. 3 minutes and 34 seconds of control time for KATLYN CHOOKAGIan, 1 of 4 for takedowns, 0 and 2 for takedowns for Jennifer Maia, man. So once again, this was what we said was the game plan going into it. If you're Jennifer Maia, you must focus on the takedowns. And was it surprising to you to see that she wasn't just relentlessly going for shots? Like, did that surprise you at all?
Yeah, man. So it surprised me like crazy. I was expecting that to be the approach for Jennifer Maia.
Yeah.
And what surprised me more was the fact that when KATLYN CHOOKAGIan saw her aspects, then she was relentless on the takedown and keeping that, like you said, 3.5 minutes of ground control. I expected those numbers to be flipped completely. But, you know, interesting. And like I said, KATLYN CHOOKAGIan's growing, man. Can't hold it against her.
Absolutely. But the question becomes here, man, when you know what your strength is and you know you're a jiu-jitsu practitioner and you know that, like, that was the game plan you had against Valentina, hold her down and do this. You should have taken the same approach. But sometimes it makes me wonder in these rematch fights if maybe it's an ego thing and they said, man, something was just wrong last time. I'm just going to come out and I'm going to outstrike her and I'm going to do, you know, because Jennifer Maia, she has good striking, man. She knows how to land that 1-2. It just lands at a constant clip. CHOOKAGIan, man, her eye was reddened up even in that first round. Like, if you look at the head strikes, I mean, 31 for 143 for Maia. It's not the greatest accuracy clip, man, but she was still landing. Like, watching the fight and looking at the numbers, it looks a little bit different, man. But Jennifer Maia was landing. You have to give her respect. In terms of KATLYN CHOOKAGIan, though, man, in terms of the increase in skill, like you said, she's improving, she's getting better. How dangerous does it make her if she really gets that grappling honed down, man? I'm pretty sure she trains at like Renzo Gracie Jiu-Jitsu or something like that. But the point is if she could take down a Jennifer Maia and hold her there, that's a scary prospect for all the other girls in the division, man, because you not only have a striker who can put it on you from range, has those long arms, but if she can grapple you up, there's not much you can do against the blonde fighter. What do you think?
Yeah, man, makes her very dangerous going forward in the future. That's kind of the big hole that everybody sees in her game. You know, we were even talking about it with the Maia fight. If Maia can get her down to the ground and hold her there, it's going to be an easier path to victory for Jennifer Maia. Turns out that KATLYN CHOOKAGIan thought the exact same thing and said, yeah, you ain't holding me down. I'm going to hold you down. I'm putting it to you like this. Very, very tactful approach by KATLYN CHOOKAGIan going there, man. Because anytime we see it all the time with whatever fighters you're talking about, it's a striker. Oh, okay, we're putting up against a grappler, a ground game specialist. KATLYN CHOOKAGIan saw that exact thing happening to her, and she says, "Yeah, I got it. Like I know what to do now." Very cerebral from CHOOKAGIan, the fact that she was able to switch that and know that's what's coming. So she's able to put that person there, because we talk about it all the time, man. The way to beat a bully is to be the bully. Same thing with this one. The way to beat the ground game specialist is to be that ground game specialist and actually put it to Jennifer Maia. If KATLYN CHOOKAGIan can keep this up and keep it growing, man, she's going to be very dangerous for Valentina coming forward. I mean, and that's, it's all speculation there because Valentina is so high, so high in the talent pool. Yeah. But KATLYN CHOOKAGIan is catching up, man.
I have a prediction real fast, man. This is just like an off-the-cuff prediction. What would you say that Valentina says, with this newfound Juliana Pena in the bantamweight division? She says, I'm moving up. I'm going for the double champ status, right? And then maybe she, focuses on bantamweight a little bit. Maybe she forgoes flyweight and KATLYN CHOOKAGIan steps in when there's some placeholder, some vacancy, interim champion, women's flyweight. I don't know. I'm just putting it out there. It might happen. These are the opportunities that can arise when, things in the division start shaking up. That's neither here nor there, man. Very impressive. And just the grappling and her being the bully and the grappling just reminds me of Adrian Yanez, where he says, like, nah, bro, like, I don't get knocked out. I do the knocking out, right? That is CHOOKAGIan. Like, I don't get out grappled. I do the out grappling. Ever since that crucifix loss to to Valentina Shevchenko, you definitely have to think she's like, I'm never letting that happen again. You'd have to imagine, right?